In this video, I am going to discuss about the muscular tissues and nervous tissues. Muscular tissue forms the muscles of the body. The muscles can contract and relax. Thus, they help the body in all its movements and locomotion. Three distinct kinds of muscles are striated muscles, unstriated muscles, and cardiac muscles. So let's first discuss about the striated muscles. Striated muscles found attached to bones are under the control of the will of an individual. The muscles in your arm move only when you want. For example, when you want to throw a ball, you move your arm. Such muscles constitute about 40% of the body weight. Common places to find such muscles are arms and legs, face, neck, etc. Striated muscles are also called skeletal muscles, stripped muscles, or voluntary muscles. Second, unstriated muscles. Unstriated muscles are not under control of one's will. Movements like passage of food in the alimentary canal, for example, are caused by the contraction of the unstriated muscles in the intestinal walls. Such muscles are composed of slender tapering cells. Muscles of the iris in the eye and those in the urinary bladder wall are also unstriated or smooth muscles. Unstriated muscles are also called unstripped muscles or involuntary muscles. Third, cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are also involuntary but of different kinds. The cells here are striated and comparatively short. Unlike the others, cardiac muscles are branched. These muscles are found only in the walls of the heart, and so another name of cardiac muscles are heart muscles. They can contract without outside stimulation and never get tired in a person's lifetime. Now, next is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue constitutes the nervous system. This tissue is made up of elongated cells called neurons. Neurons are called the functional units of the neural system because the various functions of the neural systems are basically the functions of the neurons. Structure of a neuron. A neuron is a microscopic structure. A neuron is composed of three major parts. Number 1, cell body. Number 2, dendrites. And number 3, axon. So let's first discuss about the cell body. Cell body is the controlling part of the neuron. The cell body contains cytoplasm with a nucleus in the center. The cytoplasm of cell body contains typical cell organelles like Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, mitochondria, etc. The cytoplasm also contains certain granular bodies called Nissls granules. The function of Nissls granules is supposed to be the protein synthesis in the body of the neurons. Next is dendrites. From the cell body, short fibers arise out. These short fibers which arise out from the cell body are called the dendrites. Next, axon. Next major part of the neuron is the axon. The axon is also called as nerve fibers. The axon is a long fiber which arises from the cell body. Each neuron may have many dendrites but has only one long fiber like axon. That end of the axon which is attached to the cell body is called proximal end, whereas the end of the axon, which is away from the cell body, is called the distal end. The distal end of the axon shows branching. The distal end of the axon is divided into certain branches which are called the axon terminals. This all is about today. Next topic I'll discuss in the next video. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.